All right. Welcome to class, everybody. This is J360. I am Professor Ben Reisinger, and this is Managing Online Public Relations. Today's date is November 14th, 2018, and we are having some fun tonight. So before we start, with what we're going to talk about, live stream, Snapchat, and kind of real quick, if we have time, like the unity of traditional and digital PR. Does anybody of the two of you that are with us have any social media, public relations, communications, or advertising fail for extra credit? 5 points? No? Okay. We will move on. Okay, so tonight we are talking, let me pull up my stuff here. First thing we're going to talk is Snapchat. And I'm assuming here, just show of hands, I can only see one, but everybody here have Snapchat?
Yes, I have Snapchat.
Everybody played it, done stuff with it. It's kind of it's a normal, very popular platform now, especially among the younglings. But still, I'm 40 years old, and I have used it, and I use it still. I know people that are older than myself that use it, but it's not Snapchat's core demographic. But, the reason I want to talk about Snapchat is Snapchat good for business? And my answer to that is it depends on what you're promoting, what type, if you have a product, who your demographic is, okay? Somebody have something playing in the background?
I'm on mute.
Yeah, everybody make sure you're muted. I think somebody has mute, please and thank you. Okay, cool. So, Snapchat, we've all played with it. Hey, go upstairs now. Go, Stella, girl, go. 9-month-old puppy. She doesn't listen like, humans too, human puppies. So, okay, Snapchat, it depends. I would not use it. And I tell you, I gave it some really good thought about using it for my day job for Mary Free Bed Rehab Hospital. I don't see many healthcare organizations using this. But I thought, hey, I like to kind of, push the envelope and start with it. And I was like, maybe it would work. But no. But let's say that, you have a college. Let's say you have IUPUI. IUPUI is the perfect, wonderful demographic for working with Snapchat. And it works too. I don't know their numbers or, how they generate what they do to say, if it's good or bad. But I'd love to, if somebody, knows that. Actually, a former student, Morgan Campbell, works there. Maybe we can get their Snapchat numbers to see how interactive people are, what their engagement's like, what the organic is like, how much money do they spend, how much do they put on a story, versus just like a regular post out to people. I mean, there's lots of different things that you can do. And as we've talked about social platforms throughout the semester, we've talked about, with every platform, excuse me, with every platform now you can pay, the free ride is over, especially even with Snapchat. And there are several ways that you can pay with Snapchat, just like, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. One of the ways that I've done before is you can usually, if you're like a nonprofit group or you're having a wedding or you're having, doing something fun, you can create, a skin, a graphic, excuse me, a filter. And your filter, you can set within a certain geographical location. I did that for Mary Free Bed once and had to pay for it because it was a business. And I was promoting when we opened our new hospital. We made this really cool filter with like some art that we had in the hospital. People could go like, with this art like all the way down the side. So it was fun. It was cool. But not a whole lot of people use it because it's not our core demographic. Shoot, I got a frog in my throat. Sorry. I haven't been drinking diet green tea citrus. Guys, go to Aldi. This is some of the best green tea ever at Aldi. If you like it, I highly suggest it. Okay. Let me look here. Okay, so yes, Snapchat, the right demographic, the right product, Snapchat can be awesome for you. I see a lot of alcohol on Snapchat. I see a lot of candy. And yes, as you can tell behind me, I'm a fanboy and I like toys. And I even see a lot of toy brands and things like that on Snapchat. And I know it's from what I'm searching and what I'm looking at and stuff like that. And they hit me up with all their ads. So it's a completely legitimate thing. Just like other social media platforms, you can have a very condensed location type of ad or a story, or you can have, a very wide ranging, overarching, excuse me, story. And you could reach people, from several states or even go nationwide with it. So I like Snapchat. A year ago, would you ask me if Snapchat was like here to stay? And I'd say, yeah. Now I don't know. Snapchat has been losing money, just like Google when they made the Google Glass, which was a phenomenal failure. Snapchat's, what do they call them? Snap Specs, I think. Snapchat made a glasses, type of glasses you could put on, and, you move your eyes and you could Snapchat with the glasses. It's a real thing. They only sold them in major cities, and it never got out, but it really did horrible too. So maybe I guess the thing is, don't make eyewear with social stuff or in platforms, lately. So I don't know. Their core demographic, though, younger, audiences, younger children. So again, you have to be 14 legally to be on social media. And then that 14 to 18-year-old, 14 to 21-year-old, even really 14 to 30 does incredibly well for Snapchat. And, I love it. It's fun. It's fun to play with. My nephews, my nieces like it. And then when I finally have some younglings, I'm sure they'll like it too, because they'll just see me on my phone all the time. So that's Snapchat. I'd like to move on, but does anybody have any questions about Snapchat? I'm going to spend a little bit more time talking about live streams here. No? Cool. You used it. It's fun. Everybody? Yeah. Thumbs up. Okay. Awesome. Let me take a drink. All right. Live streams. So live streams are here. We love live streams. Has everybody here done a live stream, either personally or, for like a professional thing or organization? So you get it. You've seen them and you know how they work. Live streams 5 years ago and 10 years ago would have never have worked with social media. Because first off, social media was still coming of age. And number two, people at that time still wanted a nice, really polished video. The raw type of video, phase of social media hadn't really started yet. But it's funny how communication evolves, how social media is evolving. And now we're to this point where people don't trust the edited, kind of really crafted videos at times now. I hear my dog barking upstairs. She's going nuts. She has to be barking at a squirrel, little goober. I hear the puppy barking. Goodness. She's probably, my neighbors love me, I bet. Okay, so yes, live streams. So live streams are here, and the live stream phase is in full swing, okay, organically and paid, and all the different ways that you can do live streams. So we have Facebook live streams. We have Twitter live streams. Man, I got a goober on me. We have YouTube live streams. And Pinterest has been rumored to be talking about that, because Pinterest is a social platform that reaches out to a demographic of females 30 and above, something like that, but they think that females and women today would like to see a live stream of somebody doing something crafty or, something for a wedding. My wife got so many ideas for our wedding, she said, off of Pinterest. She's a big Pinterester too, Slick LaRue. You can check out her boards. I've done live streams personally. I've done them professionally. I just did one yesterday with my day job. Actually, I didn't do it, but our intern ran the live stream. It was a mindful eating seminar. Whereas there were about 20 people in the room, we did a live stream to Facebook, and we reached about 600 people. So it's kind of cool. Another thing about live streams, so you're all on Facebook, you're doing your posts and this and that, and you've seen how if you allow Facebook to give you push notifications, you've all seen so-and-so or this or that is doing a live stream for the first time, or so-and-so, a person's name is doing a live stream for the first time in a while. Facebook loves them. And I love that, you know, being a communicator and trying to push things out. I love it because of the organicness of it, the true organicness of it. You can, you know, put some money, like the larger brands and things like that. Smaller brands and businesses cannot utilize on Facebook money yet to boost those, but you can post the live stream, because you can, you know, save the live stream and you can put it into your video list or video queue, and it works really well. So that's, you know, Facebook live streams are great. The other one that I really like that I think works right now is the Instagram live streams. You know, we've talked about Instagram, we talked about Instagram stories, and as a part of that, you can do a live stream now via your Instagram account, you know, for business. Instagram, again, is the most prominent social platform to me right now. With who it reaches everybody from your youngling to my mom is on it. My mom is almost 70 years old. So it's cool, and it's here, and it reaches everybody. There is nothing else that does this today on a social landscape, and I can't say enough about it. Oh, and there's Nala, and there comes the puppy. Hey, Stella, you want to say hi? No? Come here. Come here. Come up here. Every other time she'll come up here. She doesn't want to because I want to. Come here. Oh, she wants to lay down with her sister there. There they are, laying down. Okay, yeah, so Instagram live streams are fantastic. And I love them because they have all these fun filters and you can play with them. Snapchat has its own version. So it's just barreling down. It's going, you know, and I bet you, haven't heard anything of it, but I would bet that at some point LinkedIn does some type of video platform or live stream platform, just because of what LinkedIn is in the professional world. And it's such a used practice today in the professional world. But I would love that. I think that would do great. You could do a virtual interview over LinkedIn then. I started thinking, that's how my mind works. Sorry. Okay, so yes, other live streams. Okay, so YouTube live streams. It's not the most popular, but you can do a live stream on YouTube. And what's fun about doing live streams on YouTube, and I've done this before, is, okay, so here's your device. You know, you're doing this, and you're here like, okay, so right here's my live stream. We're having fun. And then over here, where did I put it? Is my GoPro. You can use multiple cameras with a live stream on YouTube, and that alone is awesome. It's really, really cool. Now, let me also preface this. You can also use a multiple camera shoot with Facebook live streams too. There is a software that you have to buy, though. There's a Facebook-approved software to do live streams. And if you buy this software, you can use multiple cameras. You can get like lower thirds and graphics and stuff like that. It's how a lot of your larger corporations are doing live streams. I'm just now getting ready to buy it, so I can't wait to play with it and see how that works. But again, YouTube live streams are there. They work. You can do, you know, again, the multiple camera angles, and then it saves it to your YouTube list. You know, for a lot of YouTubers, I've noticed YouTube personalities using that. I haven't noticed as many businesses, you know, or commercial products using YouTube live streaming, but there are some out there that have done it. Hey, puppy, stop. She gets into everything. Okay. Live streams will continue, yes, but even with live streams continuing and getting more prevalent, again, and this is why you're doing it for your final project, there's still a need for a final web video. There's still a need for a polished video at times today. Yeah, you know, you can do everything. Nala, hey. Be a good girl. I'm like looking at here and you're licking yourself in front of the class. Please don't do that. Thank you. So yeah, live streams are great. Well, how are we doing on time? Okay. So my best advice with a live stream is just like filming a video. Okay, so you have to think about your environment. You have to think about your sound. You have to think about what is behind you. I mean, essentially, we're doing a live stream right now. You know, virtual class is a live stream. And I could push this to social if we wanted, you know, to go live on social as well. Zoom is cool. I love the fun stuff that IU has. that you can play with and teach with and stuff like that. It's fantastic. So again, watch your lighting, watch your sound. Don't shoot in front of windows or do that. But I'll tell you, some of the best live streams I've ever seen were outside. They weren't even inside. I mean, and just with the beautiful light, it was a beautiful day and the blue sky is out. And the live stream just looked radiant, like on the iPhone. Hey, shh. Looked radiant on the iPhone or the computer, with its resolution of 1080p. So keep it up and keep going with the live streams. Okay, so any questions about live streams? Because now I'd like to talk about our third topic of the night is kind of digital and traditional media. Yes, ma'am. Go for it.
Okay.
We cannot hear you.
My question. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. All right. My question was, do you know if there's captioning options with the live streams, like there is if you upload a video to Facebook or other platforms?
It'd be cool, but no. But, do I think we'll get there? Probably. We're getting there now where, you can do a live stream, save the video, and then post it, and then you can put it on Facebook, and Facebook will try and caption it, and then you can go through and edit the captions and stuff. But yeah, absolutely. And that is relevant for what you do, isn't it? With signing and things. We were just talking about your final web video.
Yeah.
So, Natasha, she does sign.
Yeah, just trying to be.
Oh, that's why, if everybody's like, what? So she does sign language. She's going to do a video about that and said communication things. Correct? Did I say that right?
Yeah, I'm going to be an interpreter. So, that's exactly it. I'm going to interpret what I would have said in English into ASL for my final project. So
cool.
I was just curious about the captioning because I always get questions from deaf friends on how I can be more inclusive with different business things that are happening, especially like we do a live auction at the radio, and it's really hard if you're doing that live on air to trying to find a way that you can then involve someone without hearing privilege.
Absolutely. That is difficult. But again, technology is getting better. Hopefully as technology gets better, more and more of that stuff becomes available. I do know, I don't know how it works, but I do know that Mary Freebed, where I work, uses the iPad a lot with signing, and I'm not really quite sure how that works, but you might know. But with that,
I'm guessing they probably have like a video relay or something that they're using, or a Marty that they're using with clients.
Okay, I'll have to send you a link because we have links. That'd be nice. Okay, yeah. Cool. All right. Any other questions? Live streams? Yay, nay? All right, cool. So I gotta switch my notes. Boom. Booyah. Everybody having fun? It's quiet when I'm not talking. I feel like I've talked a lot tonight. Thank you for talking, Natasha. I appreciate it very much. Okay, where are we? All right, there we go. Cool. All right, so campaign. So we've talked about all this different stuff, and and this class has been primarily focused on the digital. Nala. Hey, scoot. Please don't lick yourself in front of class. All right. So we have talked about all these different types of tactics, essentially, and how to use these tactics and how to make them successful for your certain type of business or your commerce. But I want to tell you, there is still, in today's day and age, more and more and more will become digital, but still in 2018 and probably for the next 10 to 20 years, there's still a need for traditional advertising, traditional marketing, traditional PR. Not near as much. Newspapers are falling at record numbers and people aren't reading books, and books are becoming virtual, with apps. But there's still that need for, I love my Entertainment Weekly, for like magazine advertising, newspaper advertising. I did community events for Mary Freebed, and our core demographic for the community events was a very older demographic, like 50 or over. And so I put ads in the paper, and they did really, really well. And they bought sometimes more people than even my Facebook ad. So, you don't know what's going to happen with that. I mean, you never know. But again, the reason I'm talking about this again is you have to know your demographic. You have to know who you're working for, what you're promoting for. And within that, where do they go? How do they get their news? What can you do as your budget allows, and then still do, here's your digital stuff, here's your traditional stuff. So, Nala, you're just bugging the heck out of me. Mess with that. Nala, just go. Scoot, go upstairs. Go, please. All right. She missed me today. She really wants to stick with me today. She's like, what? Why are you making me leave? Because that's her spot. Okay. But yeah, as every day goes on, more and more, digital billboards come up and less traditional billboards come up. And I don't know if you guys know this, but does anybody here want to take a guess? Does anybody know what a billboard is? How's a billboard made? What is it? How do they do it? You see a billboard up in the sky. How do they put that on there? Does anyone know? Like painted, put on. So a billboard. Oh, was somebody going to say something? Yeah, go, Natasha.
I actually helped with a political campaign this year, and we did some billboard purchases, so we had to pay for those. So they did all the artwork and had all those made, and then went and applied them to all of the billboards. So, because we bought traditional, because it's rural community here.
So what was that? Did they paint it? Did they paste it on? Do you know what the material was?
I think we had a couple of options depending on what we wanted to spend. Mm-hmm. And gosh, I can't remember now. I'd have to go back, but they were made elsewhere and then glued on. Right. So it wasn't like painted on then. But.
Sure. So your traditional size billboards, what you're talking about, 99% of the time are done with vinyl, like a banner. Yeah. Like we've all seen vinyl banners that you hang up. So we're talking, there is a printer as big as this room that prints out a huge piece of vinyl, and they literally just, flop it over and put this vinyl on. Now, some of the smaller ones, like the little wee ones and stuff, those are actually big pieces of like a kind of corrugated paper, like a cardboard paper, and those are glued on. But my favorite, again, are the digital ads, because they're like 70% less than regular billboards. You share, the space with other people, and you still get those eyes on. So I like them, and we'll see how that goes. 5 years, 10 years, I think papers will be done. I mean, it stinks, because I love holding a paper. I love holding a paper in my hand. I love the smell of the ink, on that, just that cool sheet of paper, and they're going to be done. I mean, more and more people. The last stat I read is that it said there will be like 4 major newspapers, in the country, is what it says. Pretty much, this is a blog from the New York Times. And besides that, everybody else will just be, papers will be there, but they won't be papers. They'll basically kind of be online forums, blogs, on an online blog site, a virtual type of paper. And that's just kind of the way it's going to go. Same thing with traditional books, and same thing with magazines. There will be a point in time where they will, because of environmental reasons and things like that, stop printing actual, magazines, papers. And you can already get those things digital now. So, it is the future. The future is digital, yes, as we all know. But again, there's still that need for traditional, marketing, traditional public relations, getting on the phone, television. Radio. I don't do a ton of radio advertising anymore. We do some at Mary Free Bud, television advertising, and it works for our demographic. Our core demographic at Mary Free Bed is females, women age 30 and above, really, that make the medical decisions for the household, for the family. And, we hit them pretty well. Our Facebook page is 70-30, women to men. So we have a pretty niche demographic, and I try to talk to them well. I try to take that Aunt Mary voice. But again, even, you know, with the Facebook, we have our traditional stuff. We even still send out, not a lot, but some snail mail marketing where, you know, as a postcard or something like that to certain groups. We don't do a lot of it, but yes, we do still utilize that, you know, tactic. All right, so we've covered all types of things tonight. Snapchatting, live streaming, the Unity, traditional and digital. Such a overview class. But that's all I have for you. Thank you for being here. And there's Stella checking it out. They're just on me tonight. Any questions? Anything from you guys? Well, thank you for being here. I sent an email out earlier today about, you know, your final web project. I hope that you have been looking into that. I hope that, you know, you started doing, you know, getting your footage and stuff. If you need help or have any questions, please let me know. But I will see you on the interwebs with hashtag J360. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. And I will talk with you guys later. Bye.